Good morning, people, and welcome to Your Morning Cup of Chuck, where I help you get inspired, educated, and motivated to a point where all you think is positive thoughts, baby, and positive thoughts create positive action. Welcome to the First Cupkc. This podcast is powered by Podcast.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Today, we have a special guest. This special guest could change your whole appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Tiny's World. What's up, Tiny?
Hey.
So, we are here to talk to you about a very, very unique talent you have. I've heard from quite a few people that you are one of the preferred makeup artists in the city. I believe I watched an episode on another podcast, No Solutions, where you did some work on Mark. I watched the process, but I still don't know how anyone would think of some of the things that you guys use to make that stuff come to life. But what is Tiny's World?
So I'm Tiny. So it's just everything in my head, right? Literally, I've done crafting, makeup, face painting, like anything that Tiny is thinking, I'm going to bring it. You know what I mean? So that's Tiny's World.
Basically, you're saying whatever I'm willing to hustle up, I'm about to bring it. I'm about to be about it. That's what's up. What inspired you to even start? I mean, you don't just start off by just thinking it. I mean, it's got to be what made you want to do it in the beginning? Because makeup is kind of like
It's very hard. And honestly, you might think you don't just wake up and like, okay, I'm going to do that. But I did.
Dang.
I did. And I'm not going to lie. Growing up, I never really wore makeup. Like if you see old photos of me, eyeliner, fucked up eyeliner. Am I allowed to cuss? But yeah, so literally when I was pregnant with my second child, working at Boost Mobile, and I'm just like, I'm gonna do makeup. Watching influencers, I just practiced on my oldest and practice. Literally, that's how it started.
So when you started practicing, you started on one of the kids. Mm-hmm. And did you start like doing basic makeup? So
I actually started with eyebrows because and now that I'm in the industry for real, eyebrows, you got to get them to looking like twins. And
I see you got two different colors going on right there, and they look identical.
So eyebrows, I feel like even with my clients, like that's just one thing that I focus on, that like that's the thing that takes me about 30 minutes in itself.
Well, all I'm saying is if you screw up one eyebrow, you literally got to screw the other one up on purpose.
Yes.
Yeah. So you started with face.
Started makeup, just regular makeup.
Basic makeup.
First. And then face painting came in probably like a year later, Halloween time. I was again watching influencers. That's when I was like, you know what? I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, I want to do this look. And it was off of an influencer. And I'm like, I want to do this look. If I can do it, I'm doing it. Like, period. So
you in the game.
Yes. And that's what we did. Literally bought some face paint, and it was not the best face paint at all. But I did it on my oldest daughter, and I was like, I swear, if I get good feedback when I post this picture, that's what I'm doing, and it happened.
So you got different kind of face paint though, because you got basic face painting, and then you start corrugating. You can start adding extra stuff to it. Next thing you know, you got a whole different face. I'm talking Michael Jackson Thriller. I'm just saying because I seen what you did to Mark, and you added like extra materials like tissue.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it starts
that's
out as like cotton.
So you learn how to do that like watching YouTube videos and. and different influencers in
Yep.
their channels.
Mm-hmm.
And now you do that.
Yep. Exactly.
And you have like all of your YouTube channels, and
I'm working on all of that. Right now,
you got some pictures that you can add to the. Okay, I just wanted, man, because I haven't got to see a lot of them, but man. So have you done any body painting?
I have not, and I actually got asked that a few times, and it's something that I'm thinking about because why not, right?
Yeah, I mean it's probably more lucrative too because it's more. I mean, and you probably could airbrush, air
Yeah.
spray to
I've heard
make it a
about
little
that,
easier.
too. I'm definitely willing to try all of that because I just want to do it all.
Let me say 5 to 10 years. Where do you see yourself in this makeup world? I mean, it's not that big of a industry here yet.
And exactly.
So
Exactly. I like that yet part because there's probably like one other girl that I have noticed and she's, up there, and that's me. Like I definitely want to bring the makeup to Kansas City. I want people to know what Kansas City is because I get that a lot when I'm doing my lives on Facebook and they're like, "Where are you from?" And
yeah,
I'm like, Kansas City, Missouri, and some people are like, "Oh, I didn't know they had gangsters in Kansas City." And I'm like, not a gangster, but look, like
yeah,
a makeup artist, I'm going to show you some dope work and you're going to want to follow me,
yeah.
So
That's what's up, man.
yeah, definitely. In the future, I want to be up there hoping that I can be a big influencer that people know, and put Kansas City on the map. That's what I do.
So do you do tutorial videos?
I do.
On your...
So that's, yeah. I do. I have little clips, but I definitely want to start working more on my YouTube. So that way I could do like, transformation videos and stuff like that.
Right.
Hoping to be able to get that started. I want to start probably close to Halloween. I want to start with the Halloween.
That's when it gets busy. You have more clientele that actually
I think it's just more interesting. Like if you go on YouTube, I can draw even, a man, like you're just going to be like, damn, I'm going to check this out, like, and I want to draw all kinds of audience, not just women, you know what I mean? Like I want everybody to see what I could do.
So do you like hair schools have those doll heads. Do you ever make up those doll heads? And
I haven't. I've seen some makeup artists do that, but I haven't yet. I'll try it.
It's just something that's
I'll try it.
there.
I'll put it in my little beauty room. Why not?
Yeah, because I know it's like, man, to start some sort of business where you're face painting all season round, like Valentine's Day. People are on some crazy stuff now. So when you would normally think Valentine's Day would just be a regular day, people get dressed up the freakiest they can get dressed up. Football games, baseball games, basketball games, people, they get their face painted. So I'm pretty sure if you guys are out there looking for that excellent face painter, makeup artist,
birthdays,
yes,
all
you can
kinds of stuff.
Definitely reach out. We'll definitely have all our information in the background, so you can reach out to her and hey, get made up. But it can be easy being a makeup influencer, makeup artist influencer. What's the hardest? Is it patience? What's the hardest thing about doing this makeup?
I want to say the hardest part for me right now that I'm noticing is time.
Yeah.
Battling time with my family, my kids. I'm a mom. I have 2 kids,
Yeah.
Even just my other side businesses that I have going, like it's just too much going on. But me, I'm tiny. I'm going to make it happen. And, that's just the biggest thing is time.
Yeah.
There's not enough time in a day.
Yeah. So reflecting back on that question that I asked you earlier, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
I mean, I'm not leaving Kansas City, but I definitely want to have my stuff together, want to be able to have a big old house for my kids. I want to be, like I said, a great influencer. I want to be able to teach, you know what I mean? Like, I've gotten questions about if I would be willing to do classes, you know, and I mean, those questions, they stick in my mind, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm down for all of that. So honestly, like, the sky's the limit. I
don't know how I can draw my butt off, but I can't really do the painting. That's just one thing that I haven't been able to do. I've seen so many remarkable ideas when it comes to paint. TikTok, I see crazy. And that's why I asked you about body paint, because I've seen people paint 4 people into one face, and it looks like a face. And as soon as these people get to moving and separating, you notice that it's 4 people, and it's like, man, where does the articulate ability to do that type of stuff? Like I said, when I seen you doing Mark's face, just seeing the contour around his eye, how you just. And then after seeing someone put it together and then watching the end result, knowing that you've seen this person use this different material, and then you step back and it's like, man, that's in the movies. What you should do is Def Taco. Is that it? Def Taco. What you need to do is go on his show and paint his face. But when you paint it, oh, man, Creature Freature. I don't know if you ever remember that, because that might be outside of y'all era, but this podcast, he talks about some pretty scary movies, and it's all scary movies. So just to be able to get on that show and put some of your face paintings on there, just, man, I think that would be pretty neat.
That'd be a blessing.
Yeah, that would be pretty neat. Can you remember your first painting, your first facial painting?
Yes, I can. That's what got it all started, you know. Like I said, I seen that face paint from an influencer, and I literally told my mom, I'm like, I'm going to do this on my daughter. You know, I said, if this happens, if I can do it and make it look nice, like, I'm in. And I did. It was like a zombie look, but it wasn't a scary one. It's the pop art zombie.
Oh, yeah.
So, like I said, it wasn't the best face paint because I had just started, so I didn't know that there was different types of face painting. Some crack, some don't, some wipe off easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
it was enough to get you. It was enough to say, I'm in.
And the feedback was amazing, and that started it.
What would you say that you might need to work on when it comes to your makeup? What is the hardest obstacle to get over when it comes to making the appearance turn out the way you want it to turn out?
So I think just every MUA, you know, like you're learning, right? It's your own art. Mm-hmm. And, you know, by doing the makeup is how you're learning, right? You have to practice. And with me, I feel like I'm not the best, but, you know, I'm doing good, right? But, I mean, with everybody, I feel like everybody's face is different, you know, different colors, all that. So, excuse me. So, like literally just learning people's faces, and just learning the style, just like in music, like everything just changes, you know what I mean? So I feel like in makeup, you're never stop learning, you know what I mean? Like you're always learning something new, you know?
So every time you have a face sitting in front of you, you have to look at the contour. You have to start off. So do you start off with like some sort of a freestyle, and then you kind of gradually learn where you're at with the face, and then that's when you can actually commit to the actual beginning assignment?
Well, no, I go for it when I have a client I've never met, anything, right? They're like, hey, either they have something in mind, they'll show me a picture, this is what I want, or hey, you do what you want. These are the colors I want, right?
Right.
And I mean, everybody's face is different, whether it's just a little indentation here and you're like, oh crap, like how am I gonna, like you gotta roll with it and hope for the best. Like, I'm not gonna let somebody leave my chair if it looks crappy. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? So it's just all a learning game, honestly.
So do you still do a lot of basic makeup?
Oh yeah. I would say
what do you do like most of? Do you do mostly basic makeup, and then during holiday time, you get more into the facial
paint? That's what I was going to say. I think basic makeup, which we call like a soft glam or something, that's more of something that I do, because people, they don't come to me just for, hey, I'm going out. Like, some people come just to, hey, like it's Friday, like I just want to look cute, or like anything. So It's definitely a soft glam is something that is a regular,
So you got soft glam going on, then you got quinceañera or prom, exotic. Married, and then you can get exotic if you need to, and then you can get, how you say it, I'm bad when it comes to those big words, theatrical. Theatrical. I got it. So, scariest. What's the scariest face you put on somebody? I mean, I need that picture if you got it. Scariest. I mean, the scariest. What's the scariest thing? What made you step back and say, yeah?
Honestly, I take pride in my scary looks. I feel like they're all pretty dope.
Hey, sure.
Like, I do. Like, I mean, there's some where I'm like, dang, I always do that in my work. I'm always like, I could have did that better. Like, I criticize myself, but feedback wise, I think there was one I did on my daughter. It was like a clown look. That one was pretty dope. Shoot. There's just, I don't know. I think this year I have some good looks that I want to do that I've never done. So I'm hoping they come out pretty, They'll
come out. I mean, practice. You got faces to practice on. So that's what's up, man. Do you have any advice to give to someone wanting to become MUA? What advice?
Practice, like you said.
Practice
makes perfect. Like, they ask me that all the time, just girls that want to do makeup. Even I get like little girls like 12 years old, and they send me their pictures of work that they do, and I'm never gonna tell anybody like, oh, that doesn't look right, or here, dude, like, look, you're doing good. Practice. There's literally no right or wrong. It's art. It's your art. It literally is. So just keep practicing. If you feel that it's not right in your heart, keep practicing till you feel that it's good. You know what I mean? Like,
right. That's what's up, man. So what does Tiny's world got brewing in the future?
I have some ideas. Right
now. I know you got some ideas, and I know you might not want to put them all the way out there yet, because you might want to protect yourself, but you do got some good stuff coming, right?
Yes, I do. I have some things that I'm working on, and hopefully it hits.
What positive words of encouragement could you give our audience that might help them?
So it's not easy. It's never going to be easy. literally, I'm busy from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. Practice, practice, practice. Like, I can't say that enough. Dedication, like, for me, I want to be a number one influencer. So I have to dedicate to do a live every day, every single day.
That's what's
I have
up.
to take the risk of not being able to, you know what I mean, go tuck my kids to sleep. Like, it's just all about dedication and practice.
Practice, practice, practice. That's what I'm talking about. Where can our audience find you? I mean, you got people that might want to book their daughter for glamour puff. You might want somebody that's, planning to get married, and they might want to see some of your work. Right. Or you might have the partier that want to show up unlike anybody else. Right. So how do the guests find you? List if you have a TikTok, whatever social platform you have, just let them know how to get you.
Okay, so my Facebook is normally where people book me at. It's Tiny's World, Tiny's with the Z World. I also do lives, basically try to do it every day, and there is basically a live tutorial. You can ask me questions, but yeah, definitely message me there. I have my Instagram, Tiny's_world. Also, my TikTok is that's where I'm really going at, that's Tiny Alejandre 1. So definitely show me some love, and I'm down for makeup. So
give her a follow, y'all. Give her a follow. Okay, so why you ain't make my face up, Tiny? No, I'm just playing.
I could have.
No, I'm just playing. We're going to save that for another day. I do want to see you do some work, though, over across the street with, what's his name? Death Taco Podcast.
I hope he reaches out.
Yeah, man. He got a good one too, man. I mean, this podcast kingdom is growing. It's definitely a good way for people to reach out and find people that are out in the community doing stuff. A lot of people don't know Tiny's World is out there. Right. So shows like this kind of help people. And I know some people like, I don't have time to watch podcasts. I don't have time. I got time this and that. Well, check this out, player. Mm-hmm. If you got time to scroll through all those TikToks and watch all of those, hey, you can learn something about somebody that might be able to do something for you, exactly. in the future or something. So thank you for coming on the show. I hope you guys out there reach out to her in the future. Like I said, she's got some stuff going. She can definitely get you in a chair and make you look all pretty. So reach out to her, y'all. Again, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for inviting.
I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their Saturday morning. And like always, stay positive, people.